I'm a bad motherfucker.
Sitting in for Jimmy, who's performing in El Paso, Texas tonight. I am joined by Keaton Weiss. Hello, Mr. Weiss.
Hello. Hello. Here to talk about my second cousin. What is it? Well, she's not directly related to this story, but she
published the story.
Involved. She
published the story.
It, yeah.
Yeah. So fortunately, this is interesting. I don't know what they did, but you couldn't Google this story anymore. But because I'm a free subscriber, I was able to find it in my email history. So they did a whole student protesters or Nazis thing in Barry Weiss's outlet, as you would expect. And so this was one of them. So before we get into this, let's talk about what a cry bully is. We're talking about, we do end of year awards, and we're talking about adding cell phone of the year category. So far, it's the End Wokeness guy showing how the fries went up 15 cents when they raised wages. That was an epic cell phone. And the Jewish woman who just went to show how the protesters were going to attack her and was promptly completely ignored and nobody cared. But I think we also have to add a Cry Bully of the Year award. Usually Taylor Lorenz will win it, but she's got some good competition. So what's a cry bully? A bully who harasses their victim, then goes crying fake tears to a person or group of authority or publicity, claiming that their victim harassed them in order to encourage them to wrongly persecute the victim as well. So Sahar Tartak is our first nominee for Cry Bully of the Year. So this was in the Free Press, which of course it was. I was stabbed in the eye at Yale. I was stabbed in the eye last night on Yale University's campus because I am a Jew. The protesters encircled me in addition to the human blockade. This is jumping forward a little bit. She claimed they made a human blockade around her, which they actually did, and we'll see in the video, but not in an aggressive way, in a, we've got to keep this psycho who clearly wants to start trouble away from the protesters. So you'll see. Their arms linked, and they danced in a circle around me so that I was pinned between them, the human blockade, and a wall. Some other demonstrators noticed this and joined in on the taunting. So she's painting this very Bohemian Grove initiation kind of a picture, which doesn't match at all what you're going to see. They pointed their middle fingers at me and yelled, "Free Palestine." And the taunting continued until a 6-foot-something male protester holding a Palestinian flag waved the flag in my face and then stabbed me with it in my left eye. My assailant was masked and wearing a keffiyeh concealing his identity. He also wore glasses and a black jacket. I started to yell and chase after him, but the wall of students continued to block me as I screamed. The midnight demonstration, the encampment, the violence, all of it violates Yale policy. Some of it, like my assault, also violates state and federal law. Yet nothing meaningful seems to happen in response. Given Yale's permissiveness, I had the sinking feeling that someone would get hurt. I just didn't expect it to be me. I felt pressure where the stick of the flag had hit my left eye and had a headache last night and much of today. I'm okay now, though. Well, thank God for that. I couldn't help but think of my mother, Shanaz, who grew up in Iran. Her neighbors threw rocks at her for being a Jew. She has a scar on her eyelid to this day. Well, that sounds absolutely terrible. That sounds very Lord of the Flies. But as it turns out, there's video. There is video. This is from friend of show, Matt Orfalea, who does some great videos. If you're not subscribed to his channel, you should. So let's go to the tape.
Okay, so now there's a full wall.
We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest.
See, I can't move forward.
Okay, so they're wearing yellow vests, so presumably they've been assigned to avoid confrontation and trouble. So given the behavior of this person and what she did, I think we could safely assume that her behavior, and we're going to see actually some of the pre-footage after this, her behavior indicated to them that she's looking to create an incident, so they were trying to avoid that by blocking her off from the protests. Anything, Keaton?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's probably how all of this unfolded. Right. You know, when the woman went to Yale and just stood there saying, "I'm not afraid," that didn't work. So maybe they felt they had to raise the stakes a little bit. Right.
Exactly.
And yes, the fact that they're wearing those vests means they're probably assigned certain roles within the group to make sure that, you know,
no
things
shit
don't
goes
get
down.
out of hand. Exactly.
And indeed, no shit did go down. Other than what
no,
she
this
made
is
up.
amazing when you watch this. I mean, it's truly stunning. I couldn't believe it when I saw the video. I only watched it once, but I'm excited to see it again just to make sure that I saw it correctly because it's amazing.
Okay.
Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest.
Ow, you stabbed!
What?
That's it. Somebody was waving a flag and she yelled, "You stabbed me in the eye."
Okay, so at worst, and we can't even confirm this based on the video, but I guess you can. I guess it's safe enough to assume if she yelled out, "You stabbed me in the eye," I guess it's safe to assume he accidentally poked her in the eye as he was walking past her with the flag.
Maybe. As we will see, there was no mark. So this is her after this
I've
incident.
done that like with an umbrella, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's embarrassing.
Sure.
It's an accident.
The guy's not even looking at her. He clearly is oblivious to her anyway.
He's not moving with any intent. He's waving the flag around. So
Okay, so now there's a full wall.
Let's just
and
take
by
a
the
look
way,
one
she
more
said
time.
people were giving her the finger and cursing her out.
Somebody did give her the finger in passing. Like, they're not really paying a lot of attention to her.
See, I can't move forward.
The way she made it sound, it was like Lord of the Flies. Like they surrounded her and they're cursing her and giving her the middle finger. Somebody gave her the middle finger in passing as they're walking by. She's probably wearing some kind of Zionist regalia. In fact, I think in the article she said she was wearing the Star of David or something.
Is that in this video or in another one?
What? Oh, no. You see it. No, you see it. Watch. Yeah. Watch them go by. Somebody goes like
Oh,
this.
they pointed down.
That one. Right there.
that.
That's what she's describing as, you know, this mob surrounding her.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that the first time.
Stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest.
Ow, you stabbed!
Yeah, the guy's not even looking at her.
He's not even looking at her.
He's not-
waving
he's-
the flag. He probably poked her. I don't even know how he would poke her in the eye with the top of the thing. Maybe he poked her by accident.
Look, this guy is not even making any eye
Yeah,
contact.
he's not making eye contact. He's just waving the flag. There you go. Super slow-mo. Ow, you stabbed me in the eye.
Yes, which, as we'll see in the next video, there's absolutely no mark to indicate that. Okay, so this disinformation warrior who responded to Orphalea with this video, which also includes footage from before this incident, showing you how violent these people are. Yeah, it was a hoax. I've been posting that video for days. You can also break down her behavior versus the crowd from prior to this as well. So this video makes it very clear that she was just there to start shit.
Even though he had just stabbed me in the eye with a flag.
Yeah. She was just stabbed in the eye with a flag.
Ow! Ow! You can't hear him. You can't come in front of me.
Ain't gonna study more no more.
Come against the wall.
Can you come against the wall? Can they come against the wall? There's a person against the wall.
She can leave, so she can leave.
So they can come against the wall so they can knock into me? Nice idea.
Okay. So, yeah.
Nice idea.
Wait, we're supposed to go this way.
Close in.
Notice how she's the only one being loud and aggressive, and the crowd is just singing submissively. Oh, is that it? I didn't realize. Okay, so then she made the rounds on the media. The media loved this story, as you would expect. She's claiming that now that watermelon is a symbol of anti-Semitism. You know, actually, I chose this shirt today because I've had people say it's anti-Semitic because it has Cthulhu on it, and the way they portrayed Cthulhu resembles an octopus. Apparently, anything can be claimed as anti-Semitism now. Anything?
I'm sure this shirt is anti-Semitic. I mean, this is a lumberjack shirt, right? I mean, what could be more anti-Semitic?
I mean, that is a little anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't wear this.
So we've seen the watermelon all over campus. It's supposed to be a symbol basically against the Jewish people, and in favor, like all the other symbols that these students are using, in favor of violent, terroristic acts against Jews in the state of Israel as a form of liberation. I mean, these students have chanted, "There is only one solution, intifada revolution,"
That's right.
which is a direct reference to uprisings that included suicide bombs in Israel and killed civilians. After October 7th, they absolutely celebrated and, of course, justified these events en masse. Yeah, I know those students. Sorry, I just recognized one of them from class. Like, this is really... It's really painful to realize
out of which
that
eye you
your
recognize
peers have joined the Nazi
I thought you
party.
only got one good eye. Didn't you get stabbed in the eye?
Very
You realize what a
personal for
severe
you.
accusation that they stabbed me in the eye? A person who's been stabbed in the eye. First of all, you got stabbed in the
peers.
eye. It's a good chance you don't live. I mean, stabbed in the eye.
Right.
That's a very, very severe accusation. You got looks like you may have. We don't even know this based on the video. You may have been accidentally poked in the eye by a guy waving a flag, not paying attention to what
Who wasn't even looking at you, as we saw in the
Yeah.
video. It had nothing to do with you. Even if that did happen, it was completely by accident. And this really shows you how comfortable these people are just completely making shit up, and how credulous the media is, desperate for a story like this, because this story was everywhere. I saw it peripherally. I noticed it. There's no mark. There's no mark on her. You got stabbed in the eye. You don't even have a bandage over your eye. You don't have a scratch over your eye. So you, as a reporter, as a media person, you don't ask that question?
Yeah.
You just take her at her word? Oh, you have absolutely no sign of injury, but you got stabbed in the eye.
In the eye.
In the eye.
Yeah.
Have joined the Nazi party.
Yes, so she accuses her fellow students
and very personal for you
of joining the Nazi party because she might have been a little bit grazed by someone waving a Palestinian flag. So this is Hex Hiker. I got injured rolling my eyes at this story.
That's a good one.
Front toward enemy. Good thing her eye is okay, because if she needed a transplant in Israel, they'd give her a Palestinian eye, and then none of her Zionist friends would speak to her again. He's referencing this article claiming Israel is stealing organs from bodies in Gaza, which has been alleged by a rights group. So these are the kinds of disgusting crybullies who are running around claiming that they're getting attacked for being Jewish. Meanwhile, you can find actually a lot of footage of Zionists saying the most offensive, horrific things. I've filmed footage like that myself. I can show you footage of Jews talking gleefully to Palestinians about how they're going to wipe them out, how they're going to bomb them, I caught a guy on video saying, oh, we're going to bomb you. It's going to be huge. I've seen much more of that from that side than from the other side, because when you have the media, when you have the establishment against you like this, you're going to tend to be cautious about what you say at these protests. You're going to see a lot more of that from people who are confident that they're never going to be called out for it. We saw that working for Bernie Sanders, right? Most of the Sanders people are very careful.
They know the establishment is with them. Right. So the same reason we're careful not to say inflammatory, overly provocative shit. The same reason we don't say that is the very reason they do say that.
Exactly, because they know they're going to face
the
no
media and the establishment on their side. I was at a protest about maybe a week and a half ago, where this Israeli woman pulls over to the side of the road. She's driving past the march. Right, there's the Free Gaza march. This woman's driving down the side of the road. She pulls over, blasts this Israeli music, pops up out of her sunroof, and starts calling the protesters cockroaches. So I filmed her. I said, "Did you just call them cockroaches?" No, I didn't. Totally lied. About 5 seconds, I said, "I saw you do it." And then she said, I forget exactly what she said, but she said, "You know what? We're not going anywhere," meaning Israel's not going anywhere. I could care less. So she admitted to basically doing it.
Yeah. So you are much more likely to see that coming from them. We have on video Medea Benjamin. The woman says to her, "Oh, I hope you are raped and you are murdered. Is it okay for you?" Why is this not? Why are they not? Why is the media not pulling these clips and saying dangerous Zionists threaten safety of pro-Palestine protesters and Palestinian people, make Palestinian people feel unsafe? That would make that doesn't make you feel unsafe. I hope you're raped and murdered. We're not seeing that. I saw we didn't have time to cover it. We have too much going on. But some of the pro-Palestine protesters are now filing suit against Columbia University, and hopefully they will win that, because that's one of the only recourses you have left in this country, and that doesn't always work either.
Yeah, there was this guy who tweeted out. I have to find the tweet, and I should have sent it to you, but there was so much going on. There was basically a lawyer basically offering to represent kids on these campuses, if they wanted to sue, which is good.
I mean, at Emory, at University of Austin, they definitely have grounds from that footage.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yes. All right, Misha, to you.
Okay. Philip Blair, David Duke endorsed Benjamin Netanyahu. Philip, SS, it's all about waking up and exiting cults. SS, I'm just going to read all of these in one. Here we go. It's all about waking up and exiting cults. People are vulnerable to cults when they don't have a strong sense of themselves / their real feelings / thought / intuition. So they look to external authority and opinion. When people don't have a strong sense of self, it's because their parents failed to allow or encourage its development, authoritarian or neglectful parenting. Waking up is finding the true north with the real feelings, perceptions, and the truth of our experience that were suppressed / denied by toxic parenting and society. Thank you, SS.
well. The memes make themselves. They found a rabbi hole, tunnels and all. There's Jews in the walls. Isn't it bliss? The rabbinical grace soiling the mattresses. Well, let me tell you. If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate shitty coffee? I, for one, really hate shitty coffee, which is why I'm excited to introduce to you a company that's revolting against shitty coffee, and it's called the 1775 Coffee Company. Now, I haven't had it yet because I only drink decaf. Steph has had it. Steph, how do you like it?
I really like it. I've been, you know what? I have a French press, and so I've been using my French press and totally enjoying it. It's delicious. It's smooth. It's smooth.
So 1775, the world in 1775, the world awakened to a new era. And now it's 1775 Coffee Company is bringing you a coffee that embodies that revolutionary spirit. Crafted with passion and precision, our beans are ethically and exclusively sourced from the finest coffee beans farms of Bolivia. Didn't know that. 1775 Coffee Company's farm-to-cup journey ensures the highest quality of authenticity and sustainability from start to finish. With each sip, your palate will recognize and appreciate the dedication and passion that goes into crafting this single-sourced brew. 1775 Coffee Company takes pride in offering customers a truly exceptional coffee experience with their premium coffee collection. But their dedication to this revolution extends beyond the realm of taste. Safeguarding freedom of speech is critical right now, which is why 1775 Coffee Company has joined forces with Rumble in defense of one of our most fundamental rights, freedom of speech. Coffee that's sure to awaken all your senses, including the sense of freedom. So choose 1775 Coffee by going to 1775coffee.com/litter. That's LITTER, and use the code LITTER for 10% off the checkout on your first order. 1775 Coffee, brewed to perfection, crafted with revolution.